A country called Ghana, sorry to say, a country called Ghana with the feature of Nigerians. Charlie, we are telling the Ghanaian story. What is a Nigerian man doing in Ghana? I'm sorry to say, but from my point of view, it is a country called Ghana. Hey, what's it? Ghana? Guyana. A country called Ghana. Why do you have Nigerians? The next thing you see, they'll be mocking us in the movie.
Okay, guys, welcome to Classic Entertainment Gist. About this case of Hajia for real, I believe that it's about 2 days ago that we heard about her pleading in court or pleading guilty in court. Yes, and let me just put you through Kakrana Fiwunsunu who said the same ACTA. Then I'm gonna talk about it and then talk about the Lewen project. So there is no time. Let's get into it and then let's talk about Hajia Forel's case because she has pleaded guilty in court. But then the news that we are hearing now, let's say, there has been a VIP investigation team now storming Ghana to make other investigations, and people have started mentioning so many names. In fact, some artists' names have been mentioned, though. This is one problem we have in Ghana. You see, leave the investigation to let them do their investigation. Why do you have to come online and be mentioning names? You are giving clue to people. You are giving clue. Meanwhile, the person that you are mentioning the name might not even know anything about this case. You just mention the name, then hey, FBI then will take action upon those people. You don't know about the case. Leave them. If Hajia Forel mentions anybody's name, it's up to them or it's up to her. It's up to the FBI to proceed with that. But for you to just come online, you don't know the online, it is not your home. Oh. I've been saying this thing. The online is not your home. Whatever you put online, know that it is a marketplace. It is where everybody goes and everybody can see whatever you post there. That was why I was always on this Bongo Ideas issue on First and Tour, which definitely the girl has been disqualified. I was always on it, not because maybe what Bongo Ideas was saying were all wrong. No, he might be right. He was right in certain points, but then that wasn't the time. It's like a football team. A football team when we are in a team and then our team is playing and you make a foul. You don't have to go to the referee and tell the referee that I've made a foul, so go and then collect it. No, you understand what I'm saying? So sometimes you just have to leave it out to those people in charge and then let them deal with it. It's not your business. Whether you put your mouth in or not, nothing will come out of it. And maybe you putting your mouth in will just create some kind of problems for the person involved. So let's leave it for them and let them do their thing. Now, let's get into it. Hajia Forel, she has pleaded guilty in court. It says Damian Williams, the United States Attorney for the Southern District of New York, announced the guilty plea today of Mona Faiz Montrage for her role in laundering the proceeds of a series of romance scams. Montrage pled guilty today to conspiracy to receive stolen money before U.S. Magistrate Judge Sarah L. Cave. As alleged in the indictment and statements made in public filings and public court proceedings, from at least in or about 2013 through in or about 2019, Montrage was a member of a criminal enterprise, the enterprise based in West Africa that committed a series of frauds against individuals and businesses in the US, including romance scams. Many of the enterprise's romance scam victims were vulnerable, older men and women who lived alone. The enterprise frequently conducted the romance scams by sending the victims emails, text messages, and social media messages that deceived the victims into believing that they were in romantic relationships with a person who was, in fact, a fake identity assumed by members of the enterprise. Once members of the enterprise had successfully convinced victims that they were in a romantic relationship and had gained their trust, they convinced the victims under false pretenses to transfer money to bank accounts the victims believed were controlled by their romantic interest, when in fact the bank accounts were controlled by members of the enterprise. Enti the ɔkyerɛ nyina ne sɛ Hajia for na ɔwɔ business enterprise bi a ɔno no ɔluyɛ amanfoɔ anaasɛ ɔluyɛ ɔconvince amanfoɔ foreigners no ɛma ɔmo believe sɛ ampa ɔmo wɔ a relationship with somebody sɛdeɛ ebi a yɛyɛ wokɔ Ghana bi mu yɛ no te sɛ yɛka ne sɛ scamming no that scamming na yɛyɛ no wobɛhu na aborɔfo no wodaadaa buroni sɛ ɛbɛyɛ ɔbɛbrɛ wo sika no. That was what Hajia Foray was in, according to this message, or according to what we have online. Montrage is a Ghanaian public figure who rose to fame as an influencer through her Instagram profile under the username Hajia Foray, which at one point had approximately 3.4 million Instagram followers and was among the top 10 profiles with the most followers in Ghana. Montrage received money from several victims of romance frauds, who members of the enterprise tricked into sending money. Among the false pretenses used to induce victims to send money to Montrage were payments to transport gold to the US, from overseas payments to resolve a fake FBI investigation, and payments to assist a fake US Army officer in receiving funds from Afghanistan. In total, Montrage controlled bank accounts that received over $2 million in fraudulent funds from the enterprise. Montrage, 31 of Accra, Ghana, pled guilty to one count of conspiring to receive stolen money, which carries a maximum sentence of 5 years in prison. Montrage also agreed to pay forfeiture in the amount of $2,164,758.1 and make restitution in the same amount. Montrage is scheduled to be sentenced by U.S. District Judge Paul A. Crotty. The maximum potential sentence in this case is prescribed by Congress and is provided here for informational purposes only, as any sentencing of the defendant will be determined by the judge. Mr. Williams praised the outstanding work of the Federal Bureau of Investigation. The case is being prosecuted by the office's Complex Frauds and Cybercrime Unit Assistant U.S. Attorney Mitzi Stenner and Kevin Mead are in charge of the prosecution. So this is the message we got online like that. And some people were saying she was just sentenced 5 years. No, that is not the sentence. According to what we have here, the plea that she had accepted, pleading guilty, that is the one that gives her a 5-year sentence. But for the case itself, no, she has not been sentenced yet. And then we are looking forward to hear. Now, in this case, we have heard that there have been an FBI, like I said earlier on, that they are storming Ghana to make several investigations. So Ghanaians, leave them to do their works. If they need you for investigation, if they need your support, I believe they will consult you, they will contact you. Leave them to do their investigation, whether you are on the path of Hajia Foray or not. As for me, I don't blame anybody. Hajia Foray did what she did based on what she knew how to do and based on what she thought was right for her. And now the consequences she is bearing. Whatever you do, you bear the consequences. That is one thing you should know in this life. Nothing goes scot-free. Whatever you do, you bear the consequences some time to come. Now, let's get into the story of Lewin. Lewin. I saw this video of Mr. Logic, and Mr. Logic was saying that Lewin is making a mistake for bringing down Nigerians to perform in a movie titled A Country Called Ghana. Me, I disagree with Mr. Logic totally on all bases. One, every actor, I mean the profession called actor, is a versatile profession. You can be a doctor, you can be a mason, you can be a contractor, you can be a teacher, you can be anything. That is what a good actor is. So for you to say that using Nigerians to perform in a film titled a country called Ghana, which you believe the Ghanaians could do better. No, it is never true. And you know, correct. Actor can do anything. And for you to give a role to actor on anything is possible. It doesn't matter whether the person is a Ghanaian or a Nigerian or an American. Maybe Lewen needs Obia or white to play a certain role. And then looking down, looking at his Ramsey Nouah can do it. Even though we have Van Veka and Coast. And moreover, people are saying he's going to spend a lot on bringing them down. Who told you that? Before you know, or for all you know, the Ghanaians might be charging more than the Nigerians. You never can tell. And they are not coming to tell you their budget, or they are not coming to tell you their price that they are taking. But for all you know, Ghanaians may be even taking higher than Nigerians. So forget that one. Every star is a star, no matter what. So let's put that one aside. And again, when it comes to marketing, this social media thing, something called collaboration. Me, I like it very well, but always I've contacted several people just to collaborate with them. I am a story writer. I am a script writer. I can create. I can do it. So you maybe when you film kakra, just join me, join hands with me, and let us put together hairs and then produce something better. No, all they think about is the money that you take them and pay them. But collaboration matters when it comes to the marketing field of our movies. When you collaborate with others, it helps a lot. And for Lewin to bring down Nigerians, I believe he's just collaborating to expand the marketability of his work and nothing else. Yes, even though Ghanaians can play the role, they also can play it. And he wanted them to calm down for even just that one. I think say a year. Now let me come to Lewin. Lewin's motive of bringing them down, one is saying he wants to bring the love of Ghana from our Ghana film industry back. It is very good. We love that one. But hey, let me tell you something, guys. The Nigerians, we see them that they are flourishing in this movie industry. It is not about spending millions of nairas and dollars in producing a single movie. It is about time you be free things that you have to spend too much just because you want to produce a movie. Yes, you have to spend, but spend rightly. Do not overspend just because you want to produce a single movie. The Nigerians, you see them there, they produce movies day in, day out. The big producers like Uche Nambunabo, Uche Nancy, Ruth Kadiris, and the rest. Even now, the actors and the actors, they have all involved themselves in this production work. And they are producing every day. Ruth Kadir produces a movie weekly. Uche Nancy produces movies, even within 1 week, she can produce about 2 movies. Uche Nambunabo produces daily. So Lewin, if you want to produce or if you want to uplift the image of Ghana film industry, it is not about spending all your money in just a single movie. Don't put all the stars on a single movie. It doesn't make any sense. And for him, put 1 or 2 stars in it. Add other subs which are the upcomings whom you will not spend a lot on them, and then lift the image. Lift them, bring them small small. Before you know, not those little ones have come also to evolve. And then you won't spend much in producing movies. Adeye, it's one secret Ghanaians Yaduna and Koso when the movie industry was coming down. It's one of the reasons why the industry came down because Ejeko was charging higher, Van Veka was charging higher, Nadia Buhari was charging higher, Majid Michel was charging higher. Lewin was charging higher. All the people, all the actors who had fame were charging high, high, high. Meanwhile, a non-marketing trend in Assasa, and so we needed to change, but we couldn't change. So I beg you, Lewin, it is good. Your motive is good, but do not spend it all in just a single movie. We would like to see your movies every day, every day, every day. Even within a month, you can produce 4 movies if you are serious in production work. Because with what you have, with a caliber, with your class, you can do it all. So that is all I have to say to Lewin. If you get this message, send it to Lewin. I beg you. He might not hear from me, but then push it to Lewin. It might help the industry as well. So thank you very much for staying with me. If you have stayed with me till this time, thank you very much. Do not forget to subscribe to the channel. Just click on the subscribe button and get it subscribed for me. Stay blessed and see you another time. Goodbye. Mwah.